This video is all about how to enhance your records using the code cheat sheet. So we're getting into a bit more of advanced data management now. But don't get intimidated. It's very simple once you get the hang of it. We don't have to know how to code or have any experience coding. That's where the cheat sheet comes in. So we can just copy and paste little bits of code and use them in the record to enhance it by embedding photos or videos or maps or all sorts of fun stuff. So the first thing we're going to look at here is I'm just going to demo the cheat sheet. So this is part of the Fundy Connect manual, but it's also pulled out as a one-pager, and that's what's going to be linked in the description down below. So you can just keep this open whenever you're updating your records and refer to it and copy and paste as you need. So we'll just quickly go through. So this is the code to add a photo. We're going to go over that in a future video very soon, how to find, edit, upload, and embed photos. So I'm just going to leave the photo stuff for now. Then down here we can see how to embed a YouTube video. So you plunk that code into the information section and then get the embed code from the video that you want and you place that in. This is the code here that we use to embed a trail or water route map, and there's a field for that on each record, so that's where that goes. In order to link text, so if you ever see something that says for more information, click here, that type of thing. So that's what linked text means. It means you can make some of the text highlighted and it will click and go out to a link of your choice. So there's a few different options here for enhancing. Then down here to bold text, bullet points, to center, and to scroll, these are mostly just formatting here for text. So I'm going to demonstrate those first because they're a little bit easier. So I'm just going to jump over to a record here that I have open. So this is a testing record that I've been playing with. And you can see down here that I've got this regular text here. This is bolded, and here are some bullets. So I'm just going to click Action, Update Record, just like we're going to update a record, and go down to the information section, scroll all the way down. And when we get there, so we can open it up a little bit by dragging that down so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so here you can see that I've got my title, and it has this B here and this B with the slash in front, meaning this is to start the bold, this is to end the bold. And then here we have LI in these little brackets here, so that means list. So it's adding a list item, and that's putting them in bullet form. So there's lots of different ways you can format your text. Say we wanted to center all of this as well. So if we jump back to our document, you can see here, for example, that it's the same thing. You've got those little pointy brackets and it says center and end center. So say I wanted to center that content, I would jump back to here. And if I wanted to center this whole list, I would start in front of the title, put center, and then at the end of everything, I would end the center, and if we save that, that should center into the middle of the information section. So just as an example, we'll save that, scroll down, so now you can see that that went into the center. So that's how that works. I'll just pop back to my document here. That's how these work. You just use these little bits of code, you can paste them in, and then replace the orange text with whatever text you want to use. This is a kind of a fun one. It's a little bit frivolous, but I'll show it just for fun. So this is scrolling text. So you use this piece of code that says marquee, which makes the text scroll by. An interesting place to use this is in the bulletin field. So I'm going to go back, sorry for all the jumping around, but I'm going to go back to this record, hit update record. And for the public bulletin right here, so this is the spot that we kind of put announcements, like for example, so I'm just going to paste in that code, and then here the text that I want scrolling, maybe it says something like registration is required for this program. Okay, so I'm just going to plunk that in, scroll all the way down to the bottom, broken record here on the scrolling, submit updates. Okay, so now up here under public bulletin, now we can see, cool, this is some scrolling text, so it's a little bit more eye-catching. Again, little frivolous. These are all just fun little things that you can do. The bolding really comes in handy. The bullets really come in handy. That sort of thing. So you can play around with that using your code cheat sheet. And then if you wanted to embed a video, for example, so you would copy this here. Just copy, go back to your record, hit update record. It's all the same, just action, update, scroll down to the information section. I'm going to go down, I'm going to remove this centering just because, and I'm going to pull this open so we can see. Don't really want that centering. So say I wanted to put a YouTube video here, I would just paste that in. Then I'd head over to YouTube and find the embed code. So you just hit share, and then instead of just taking the link that it gives you to share the link, you actually then hit embed and it gives you a different code. So you put that in there, and then that will put the video in for you. So it's very simple. You just kind of go back and forth between your code cheat sheet and your record and play around with plunking things in and see how they look. So like I said, we're going to get into this a little bit deeper with photos and embedding. We're going to do the next video is going to be on Amazon Web Service and how to upload your photos there. And then the video after that is going to be embedding photos. So we're going to continue working on this a bit more as we go. One more thing here before I leave you is the trailer water route map. So if we go back to our doc here, and if we wanted to put in a map, you'd find this piece of code here. So I'm going to grab that whole thing, copy that, go back to my record, put that in there, and then this is where you'd put your map link. So you just replace the orange text or the placeholder text with whatever code that you're taking from the product that you're trying to embed, and you just plunk it in and save it, and yeah, it should work. And of course, if you have any troubles, you can always contact the Freshdesk portal and submit a ticket, maybe send a picture of the problem you're having, a screenshot, and you can get some assistance there.